Hey everybody, it's Dr. Gaffney here again to share with you what has helped thousands of my patients. Thanks for joining me today. If you've seen my videos on how to stop plantar fasciitis, you know how vitally important it is that constant support of that strained plantar fascia ligament is. As we head into warmer months at the time of this recording, in the Northern Hemisphere at least, sandal use will increase, and most sandals are terrible, giving little to no support of your injured plantar fascia ligament. So I put together 5 of my favorite plantar fasciitis helpful sandals. So stick around with me and we will get into what they are. Okay, before we get started, I gotta tell you my disclaimer. The full disclaimer is in the description and at the end of this video, but this is not medical advice. It's for informational purposes only, and this is not a doctor-patient relationship. Before we discuss my favorite plantar fasciitis helpful sandals, we need to discuss a few important things. One is this is not an all-inclusive list, and 2, footwear is very individualistic, and trial and error is important to find the right shoe or sandal that works for you. And with all footwear, you get what you pay for, so there's a price for comfort, unfortunately. But all these sandals are very cost-effective, so by the time you buy 3 or 4 cheaper sandals, these high-quality sandals outlast them all. So I know still cost is a big issue for many people. It's a big issue for me. So if you research your local area, you may be able to find a discount shoe store. I know in our area in Johnson City, Tennessee, there's a great shoe store called Betty's Shoes, and they buy in bulk from department stores that have had returns, and then they slash the prices. They have big name brands, high quality shoes for a fraction of the cost. In fact, I just bought a pair of Birkenstocks for $79 there, when at the regular shoe store it would cost like $160, $170. So that it's a very great bargain, but still high quality. So also the common themes of the sandals I like are that they're orthotic friendly, meaning there's an orthotic built into it, so it has an arch support that injured ligament, the plantar fascia, and a little deep recessed heel. So those are the common themes, and that helps support the fascia to keep it pulling on your heel bone, causing that constant cycle of pain and inflammation. Like I said on my previous plantar fasciitis episodes, you got to calm down that inflammation before you can tolerate that support of the orthotic or arch support. Some people are fortunate and they can tolerate the arch support right away, but others cannot. So you got to work with your doctor to reduce the inflammation. You can see my previous episodes on what I do to reduce the inflammation in my patients. So, and also you have to slowly get used to arch support if you're not accustomed to wearing it. So you got to increase the time that you wear it so you can wear it all the time. And now my top 5 favorite plantar fasciitis supporting sandals. Number 5, Bionics. So these were created by a podiatrist, and they're an orthotic-friendly footbed with a recessed heel. They have various styles, and this podiatrist developed the shoe and sandal because there wasn't much arch support in regular dress shoes for women. They do have men's Bionics as well, and I'll show you what these are like. Bionics, they do have sandals for men as well as sandals for women. It's hard to find sandals for men. So you can go on and look at what they have for sandals for women. And not all of these types are great for plantar fasciitis. So you need the recessed heel and the arch support in there. I don't particularly like this style because going between the toes, but it needs to be a little strappier. This one with the strap holding the heel down to the footbed would be good. Number 4, Chacos. So these, I love Chacos. They're waterproof, and I like to use them in kayaking, and I'm going to show you what I like about them here. Okay, so Chacos have a nice arch support here and a little bit of a recessed heel. They're very strappy, and you got to hook it like that. And one thing I don't like about it is this little toe strap, but you can get it without it. And sometimes the straps can be bothersome, but most of the time you don't notice it. Here's another Chaco that is a little chunkier, and the heel part is a little more recessed, which I like. And the other thing I like about it is the arch support kind of comes right before the insertion side of the plantar fascia in the heel, so it lifts lifts that part up and keeps that strained part from pulling on your heel bone there. Number 3, Ortho Feet. So you can go on their website and they have lots of different styles for men and women. I'm going to show you about those here. Ortho Feet, they have great shoes and sandals, even advertises orthopedic sandals. This one for women here, you want to look for something that's going to hold your rear foot onto the sandal, the footbed, and they have the anatomical arch support and the layered cushioning. It looks like they have a slightly recessed heel, which I like, and then the arch support there. And for men, they have men's sandals, which is hard to find, and here's a nice one for men. They've got the strap holding the rear foot onto the device, a little bit of a recessed heel, anatomical footbed. So that is a good one as well. Number 2, Birkenstock. These are oldies but goodies. Their style hasn't changed in decades, but it goes in and out of fashion. But what doesn't go out of fashion is that good supportive footbed that they have. And I'm going to show you what I like about these. Birkenstocks have a cork and leather footbed here. It's very supportive, has a deep heel cup. Look how deep that heel cup is. It's great for cradling the heel. The Birkenstocks really have not changed their style in decades, but it works. They got a really wide anatomical footbed, so it accommodates your forefoot and your entire foot very well. I usually like the wide straps, the traditional version to hold the foot onto the footbed. And number 1, my most favorite plantar fasciitis supporting sandal is any sandal where the footbed comes out and you can put your orthotic in there. So orthotic friendly sandals with a removable footbed. So the whole footbed comes out of the sandal and you can put your custom orthotic down in there, and that would be ideal. So there's a few different brands in this category, and I'll share those with you. They're Allegra, Naotes, Revere, and Propay. Drew also has some. You can Google footbed removable sandals and a bunch will pop up. You got to be careful because sometimes orthotic friendly sandals will masquerade as footbed removable sandals, but so you have to go in the description and make sure the footbed comes out of that sandal, and I'll show you about that. Sandals for men, but if you go on Zappos, and you type in men's sandals with removable footbed, you'll get some different ones coming up. So Drew is a really good quality shoe and sandal, and they haven't cheaped out on the materials over the years like some brands. So when you search, you have to go down and verify that it says here removable footbed, so you can take the footbed out and put your orthotic in here. But this one looks pretty good for men. Sandals I discovered when I was preparing for this episode is the Revere sandal, and I'm not sure of the quality of it, but it does have a slightly nicer price. Here's a Propay sandal with a removable footbed. They primarily make diabetic shoes, but they do make these sandals that you can buy on Zappos, and the footbed comes out of there, and you always want to double check to make sure on the description that the footbed comes out, and it says it right here. These are Naotes. Please excuse my beat up Naotes, but they've worked. They hold up over the years, but they have this removable insole. Even their cork, the insole it comes with is really good too. It's a cork supportive insole, but it's not enough to support that strained plantar fascia. So you have this deep recessed footbed that will receive your orthotic, which is awesome. So it fits down in there. Now I have a real scaled down version of an orthotic. Some people have top covers on them. If you don't like this bare feeling here, you can put a insole on top of it, and that's probably why, so your orthotic doesn't slide around. But this is deep enough where it's going to hold it and it's not going to slide around. Allegras, found them on Zappos website, and type in a leg removable footbed sandals, so you get the type that has a removable footbed, because not all Allegros have removable footbeds. But what I like about them is this nice chunky sole. If you have forefoot problems, this helps to push off. The rocker sole helps you offload the forefoot to alleviate issues there. A nice wide anatomical footbed, and then anytime you buy, you have to go and look and make sure it says removable replaceable footbed, so you can replace it as well. The footbed that it comes with is good, but I don't think it's supportive enough when you're trying to heal from plantar fasciitis, so you need to take that out, put the custom molded orthotic in there. Here you can see the rocker sole, which is so helpful with forefoot issues. If you have like a neuroma or arthritis in your forefoot, this kind of offloads it and helps. So if this has helped you, and I hope it helps your plantar fasciitis healing journey, it's important to work closely with your doctor and keep that plantar fascia supported constantly. So, and thanks so much for watching. Please check out my previous plantar fasciitis episodes, and if this episode has helped you, please like and subscribe. Hey, thanks so much for watching today. If you learned anything or if I've helped you at all, please like and subscribe to my channel, and please leave me comments and I'll answer any questions that you have. If you have any topics you'd like me to cover, please leave that in the comments as well, and I'll do an episode on that in the future. And thanks so much. We'll see you next time. This is the full disclaimer. This video is not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease, disorder, or condition. It is for informational purposes only. This video does not constitute a doctor-patient relationship. One should always consult their doctor before starting any treatment or concerning any condition. This video is not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease, disorder, or condition. This video does not constitute doctor-patient relationship. We disclaim liability for incidental or consequential damages and assume no responsibility or liability for any loss or damage suffered by any person as a result of the information provided. The information is provided as is without representation or warranties expressed or implied. One should always consult their doctor before starting any treatment or concerning any condition. It is not the intention of Dr. Gaffney, bestfoot.com/Dr. Gaffney YouTube channel to provide specific medical advice, diagnose treatment related to individual or specific medical cases, second opinion for medical diagnosis or treatment, or recommendations regarding therapy, but rather the material contained on this site is for informational purposes only. Specific medical advice will not be provided, and Dr. Gaffney, bestfoot.com, Dr. Melissa Gaffney urges you to consult with a qualified podiatrist or physician for diagnosis and for answers to your personal foot-related questions. The information and contents of this site is provided as is, and Dr. Melissa Gaffney makes no representation, express or implied warranties as to the accuracy or completeness of such information. Nothing contained in this site is intended to be instructional for medical diagnosis nor treatment. The information should not be considered complete nor up to date, nor should it be relied upon to suggest a course of treatment for a particular individual. It should not be used in place of a visit, call, consultation, or the advice of your podiatrist, physician, or other qualified healthcare provider. Dr. Melissa Gaffney and Dr. Melissa Gaffney, bestfoot.com are not responsible nor liable for any direct, indirect, incidental, consequential, special, exemplary, punitive, or other damages arising out of or relating in any way to this site, site-related services, content, or information contained herein, or any hyperlinked website.